Hello dear students. Dear students, one concept of fundamentals of human geography that we need to complete today. Dear students, we have already studied in this chapter human geography, nature and scope, naturalization of human and humanization of nature. These two concepts we have already studied. Let us recall these two concepts and then let us turn towards the concept which creates balance between these two. What was in naturalization of human? In naturalization of human, we have studied that nature is strong and human beings are dependent on nature. And in humanization of nature, humans are strong and we modified nature according to our needs. So this was the stage of necessity and this was the stage of freedom that we have studied. It was also known as environmental determinism, where environmental rules, regulations and laws were very strong, and this concept humanization of nature is called possibilism. Possibilities, we created possibilities by our own efforts. Then in this stage, primitive and human society, human beings were very much primitive, and in this humanization of nature, human society was knowledge based human society. So here human society was primitive, here human society was knowledge based. You can understand both the situations are contrasting. There is a dichotomy between these two situations, contrasting condition. So there should be one middle path between these two that we have to study in this video. Next is less interaction between nature and human. In this first naturalization of human, there is less interaction between nature and human. But in humanization of nature, where human was strong or human is strong, here high interaction between nature and human. Here it is high interaction with the help of technology. We are having technology, that's why we are successful to have high interaction between human and nature. Then next is low knowledge of natural laws. In that first concept, in this naturalization of human, we had very low knowledge of natural laws. That's why we were dependent on nature. But in possibilism, but in humanization of nature, we acquired a lot of knowledge, high knowledge of natural laws, and according to that knowledge we modified. Again there is a contrast between two situations. That's why we have to study one middle path that we will see. Then next is low technology, high technology. In naturalization of human, there was low technology. In humanization of nature, there was high technology. Then next is survival by human, survival and adaptation by human. We survived, we adopted the situations and conditions which were created by nature, and here we modified the nature. Here we adopted all conditions, but here we modified that conditions because of technology. And at the last, when there was naturalization of human, that situation was necessity. That situation was the situation of necessity where we required nature. But due to technology, we created free run. Remember this word, free run. We created the situation of free run. That is the freedom. We were free to use nature. So again there is a contrast. Necessity, earlier we were dependent on nature and now we are free to use nature. So the middle path between these two situations. Which two situations? These two situations, naturalization of human and humanization of nature. So there should be one middle path. That middle path is introduced by Griffith Taylor, and he had given a name, neo-determinism or stop and go determinism. What he mentioned to the middle part of environmental determinism and possibilism, that is neo-determinism or stop and go determinism. What is in this neo-determinism and stop and go determinism? Let us see first of all example. When we go to the cities, we see traffic signal. In that traffic signal, there are three different colors, red, amber and green. So this red color indicates the first concept. Which first concept? That is the first concept, naturalization of human. This red color indicates naturalization of human, where nature is strong. So in this first concept we need to stop. And this third green, this color indicates humanization of nature. Humanization of nature, that we created freedom. So here nature is strong, here human beings are strong. So between these two colors there is one more color. That color amber, it looks like little yellow. This color allows us to get set, to get ready. So this color creates balance between red and green. Here red means nature is strong, green human beings are strong. But if we follow the rules of nature, then we can create possible conditions for us. Why this concept is required? If we do not follow the conditions, rules of nature here, if nature is strong and we are not following the rules of nature, then we have to face problems here. No doubt we have created possible conditions, but in that possible conditions we have created free run also, free run. In that possible conditions, in that free run, we are facing problems of greenhouse effects, global warming, as well as ozone layer depletion, as well as degradation of land, then receding of glaciers. These problems we are facing. So try to understand, if we follow the rules of nature, then we shall not face any problem in future. So there is a balance between these two concepts. First, red color, that we need to stop, we need to understand, then we need to get set, we need to understand the concepts of first term, that is environmental determinism. And when we understand the concepts of environmental determinism, we will get set and then we will go. Let us see here. There should be positive interaction between nature and human. Earlier we have seen there was low interaction in environmental determinism and high interaction in possibilism. But here they have this geographer, this person created one situation, that is positive interaction between these two concepts. Let us see here in this point, less interaction between nature and human and high interaction, but there is no positive interaction. So less interaction and high interaction, between this there should be one positive interaction, the middle path, madhyam marga, positive interaction. So he is trying to explain there should be positive interaction between nature and human. This condition, neo-determinism or stop and go determinism, shows us that there is no condition or there is neither necessity nor freedom. In this condition, nature is not strong, as well as we people, human beings, are also not strong. So this is middle stage. Neither necessity, we have already studied that in environmental determinism we were in the stage of necessity, and in possibilism we are in the stage of freedom. But the middle path, neither necessity nor freedom, that middle path is created by this situation, by this term neo-determinism. Then possibilities within the limit of nature. If we live, if we remain, or if we remain under the limits of nature, then we can create better possibilities. And if we are disobeying the rules of nature, then we will face problem. What Griffith Taylor says, there is no free run. Remember this word, there is no free run. What we have created today, free run. We are using nature blindly, that is free run. But in that free run, we are facing some problems also. Greenhouse effect, global warming, ozone layer deflation, as well as global warming and receding of glaciers, degradation of land. So there is no free run. So Griffith Taylor is trying to say that there should be positive interaction, there should be one middle path between possibilism and environmental determinism. So this middle path is known as neo-determinism. This is called neo-determinism or stop and go determinism.